as a bloom shoots up.
Hey guys, it's Chad. Good to see you. Weblog, you know the drill. I know whenever I make these things that it comes across as maybe that I complain a lot on these things. These are my blogs. These are my memoirs, my diary, so to speak. And you don't typically get in your diary and talk about what a great life you're having. Usually it's kind of to purge, to get out the crap that's in your life. And that's kind of the purpose of these weblogs for me. These are my ventings. So if you think I'm a pretty negative person, it's not that I am negative. Sometimes I am. But it's more, this is me venting about my life and the things that bother me. That being said, that's kind of my disclaimer, so I'm just going to get right to the things that have been on my nerves lately. The first thing that's been bothering me lately is manners in this country. It seems that manners are really on the decline in the United States, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems like that today's generation just doesn't care anymore. They don't care. They are disrespectful to not only their elders, but their peers. They don't really care about much of anything. They are disrespectful to teachers. I saw on the news that a class of 6th graders strapped their teacher down to their chair with duct tape and gagged her and kept her from crying out for help. They don't fear anything anymore, students. They don't. When I was in school, I got paddled for everything. If I took too many straws in the cafeteria, I got paddled. And you get paddled in front of your peers, and it's humiliating, yes, and it's degrading. But you know what? It worked. It was necessary. Students had something to fear. They feared punishment. If they got into a fist fight, you would get paddled, you'd get Saturday school, and these punishments were tough. My God, yeah, I had in school suspension, I had Saturday schools, I had all kinds of stuff for punishment. Paddling was by far the most degrading, but it was necessary. I didn't act up as much as I probably would have because I didn't want to get paddled. Students walking down the hall. God, if a good-looking girl saw you getting paddled, that's about as degrading as it gets, guys. But students don't fear this anymore. And they don't even feel like they have to learn anything. Look at the way that kids write today. I don't know if any of you get on forum sites or talk to teenagers at all, or even young adults, 20s. They write in that text talk that, "Are you great, GR8?" It's, when I see this, I think I'm talking to an idiot. We have a decline, a serious decline in education in this country. And I don't think it's all on the teachers. I think that the teachers teach as much as they can, but they aren't given the power anymore. They don't have the tools to teach these kids because the kids can get away with anything. Kids don't have anything to fear anymore. You might get time out? You go to these sports events that you play baseball and soccer and everything, and everybody wins a trophy? What are you learning? Sometimes you have to suffer defeats. It makes you a stronger person. Play outside and see the world. They're stuck inside playing on PlayStations and Wiis and Xboxes, and they're learning nothing about culture and the world, and they're not tough. You know, when I was a kid, we'd wreck our bikes and come home gaping wound and everything, and it's just throw a band-aid on it. Another thing, speaking of disrespectful kids, bitches and hoes. it is acceptable for girls, even younger women, they will let guys call them bitches and hoes. When I was a teenager and I had girlfriends and I called my girlfriend a bitch, I was either broken up with or slapped and broken up with and visited by their dad, brother, family, lynch mob, something. You don't call your girlfriend a bitch, and you sure as hell don't call her a hoe. What are you thinking? And the thing is girls will call themselves this now. I'm a bitch. I'm a proud bitch. Are we serious about this? Are we? Seriously? I wish I could go back and live in the 1980s permanently, because I think that there was a better sense of family values back then. My family and most of my friends' family had a parent that worked, had a parent that stayed home. At the end of the day, the mother would cook a meal, and the father would come home, and you'd have a family dinner. Everybody would sit around the family dinner and talk about their day. You'd plan for the weekend. What are we doing this weekend? Well, we're going to go do this. You're going to cut the lawn, young man, and we're going to go see the Grand Canyon or Disney World for a family vacation. People don't do this anymore. People don't spend time with their families. They don't really care to spend time with their families. It's not a family environment anymore. It's kind of everybody for themselves, and that's really sad, I think. And I'm wondering if other countries do this, if they had this problem. Do you have family values in your country? I know some of you write to me in emails, some of you write to me on MySpace, some of you write to me on here. Please get in touch with me, people from Philippines, England, Switzerland, France, Italy, Canada. Oh God, where else do I have people talking to me from? If I neglected to mention your country, I'm sorry. I know that I talk to some of you regularly. Tell me, what's family life like in your country? What is the education system like in your country? Because I'm very tempted to get out of this country and try and make a living teaching English in a foreign country. I will be sad to be giving up on acting, although I might be able to act in another country. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm really kind of afraid of the way this country is going, and I don't know that this is going to get any better. And I know that some of you are thinking, well, you know, today's generation's not as good as our generation. We were way more respectful than you are. And that's fine. But if we keep going down this path, how bad is it going to get? It's kind of scary, isn't it? I'm about to sneeze. Nope, crisis averted. Good. Anyway, I'm cooking dinner tonight because I despise fast food. And I've only had fast food twice this year. 2007, I have had Subway, which I really don't consider to be fast food that much because it's sandwich stuff. It's not fried. That's another thing. I gave up fried food. But we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, cooking dinner tonight. I'm trying to keep the tradition alive, even though it's just myself. That's all I have for you for right now. This is Chad with my rant. Please respond any way that you like, and I will be talking to you soon. Take care. Chad out.
It's a beautiful day.